Welcome to my story podcast. Today's short story is The Hunt. If you like to listen to my stories, please click on the bell icon and follow me.
Why don't you simply forget her and look at some other girl, Neil? There are so many.
Neil fidgeted anxiously. I can't do that. You should have thought about these consequences before introducing me to this damned place. Rajesh smiled sheepishly.
I can understand that now. You are not the kind I thought. People come here to escape the tension of daily rat race for survival in the city life. Just some fun, no strings attached.
Neil punched the numbers in his mobile phone. I know that, but children play with toys, not grown ups. These women are not toys. Neil rolled up his eyes in frustration. No, the line is still busy. Where the hell is she gone?
Come on, Neil. Now, let's not run after a girl who earns her living by dancing in the bar half naked in front of 10 different people.
Neil snapped. Not we. It is me. I love Ashu. Okay? We shall marry and have our home. Rajesh cast a resigned look. After a long silence, he said,
I hope you are not forgetting that your father is the most orthodox human under the sun, and your mother is already doing her rounds at the dens of astrologers for finding a suitable partner for you.
Neil stared at the screen of his cell phone for a while and then spoke unmindfully. And I also cannot forget that I love a girl with a beautiful mind. Her only fault is her host of misfortunes, and I am going to change all that. Rajesh kept his hand on Neil's shoulder.
I know, Neil, it was her fate that brought her to this darkness. But I can tell you that it will be hard for your parents. She too will not be able to get rid of her past. We are an integral part of past, present, and future. We are born only once in a lifetime.
Neil lit a cigarette and blew a long puff. The flecks of smoke swirled into the cold night breeze. They settled on the bench outside the dance bar. A fleet of vehicles was lined up in the parking lot. The uniformed guards were busy ushering in the guests into the cornucopia of flesh and lust. The main door opened every now and then, letting out a flash of dazzling light and loud music. The exotic nightlife of Mumbai. One of the guards noticed them sitting there and called out,
Sir, why are you sitting outside? Go inside.
prospective clients paid tips inside, not sitting on the bench on the porch. Rajesh looked at Neil.
He's right. Let us go inside. We can have a couple of drinks and wait. I feel she may not turn up today.
Neil did not move. I don't come here for that reason, neither did I today. You know that. I come here only to see Ashu. Rajesh said,
But did she tell you that she would come here for sure tonight?
Neil smiled nervously. Yes, that's what she told me last night when we came. In fact, let me tell you, she decided to stop doing this crap, and I have found a nice job for her. In fact, she is to tell the bar owner about her quitting today. Some payment is pending. Rajesh said,
It's better if she ignores the money and simply disappears. I think they would not let her go so easily because she is important for their business.
by the way, she dances but doesn't go to bed, said Neil, looking at a rickshaw passing by after slowing down a bit in front of a bar. Rajesh nodded his head in agreement. Neil smiled rather unmindfully. Do you know what she told me when I came here with you for the first time? Rajesh looked curious. She swiftly came to me dancing and whispered, You don't belong to this place. Leave right away. Rajesh replied.
And what did you do?
Neil said, I told her after a few days, I shall, but not alone. You have to come with me. Rajesh flinched his eyes.
It's a dangerous game, my friend. You are no good for that. But tell me one thing who wanted to marry? You or she?
Neil was again trying to call Ashu. It's me who wanted to marry her. She desperately tried to duck me when I expressed my feeling for her. She said repeatedly that she did not want to spoil my future and I deserved way better than a bar girl. Rajesh said sympathetically,
I know she is sensible. By the way, there are rumors that she had once been involved with a corporator who was a frequenter in this bar. Is it true?
Neil turned to look at him. Yes, and you know who it was? This guy appears on the front page of the local newspapers almost every day lately. He can be a minister down the line few months. Rajesh nodded.
I know that. Also, you must be aware that this guy's name is being linked with the multi thousand crore scam just unfolded.
Neil kept silent for a moment. Yes, but she was involved with him only for a few days, and that too many years ago. I don't want to know her past. I know it's not very pleasant. They kept quiet for some time, and then Neil recounted. You know, Rajesh, she has a beautiful voice. She could have been a singer. I shall take her for singing classes once we are married. Lots of plans. By the way, I recorded her voice a few days back. Rajesh smiled.
You crazy bugger.
Neil looked at the ground, fiddling with the cell phone. Suddenly, the phone rang loudly. The number was not displayed. He received the call. Yes? It was Ashu.
Neil, I'm in trouble. I'm calling you from a booth. Listen carefully. There are some people following me. I got a threatening call this morning.
Her voice was trembling. Neil was at a loss. Regarding what? Who are they? Why? Ashu rattled off.
Just listen. You remember that corporator whose number you noticed in my telephone diary and asked how I knew him? The same fellow is now linked with the scam. 6 years back, I was witness to something connected to the scam when he was a frequenter to the bar. He is threatening me to keep quiet. I assure him, but I don't know what is happening.
Neil inquired, what did you see? Ashu mumbled.
I cannot tell you, knowing it is risky for you. Anyway, listen, I am running away from them. The moment I was out of my residence this evening to come to the bar, they started chasing me. I somehow dodged them, but I don't know how long. I saw him in the car disguised in a wig and a mustache with another man. They want to kill me, Neil.
Neil spoke nervously. Where are you now? And what is the car number? Ashu pleaded.
Please, don't go to the police, Neil. It would be of no use, but you would be on their net. So far, nobody knows about you. He has the police behind him. I landed at Mira Road eventually, and they are traveling by a Tata Sumo vehicle. I just saw this housing complex, some Happy Life Housing Society, many buildings. I entered here to confuse them. But you don't need this information. Anyway, if you don't find any further call from me, then please.
Neil spoke anxiously. Then what? Tell me, then what? Ashu's voice cracked.
Forget about me. I warned you before.
For a while, she was silent and then mumbled in trembling voice.
They have found me, Neil. Oh God.
The line went dead. Neil kept shouting into the phone desperately. Hello, hello, please, Ashu, speak to me, where are you? I'm coming. Rajesh was anxiously towering over his friend.
What did she say? What happened?
I shall tell you everything, but now I must go to this Happy Life housing complex in Mira Road. He stopped a taxi and jumped into it. Rajesh followed. After half an hour, they got down outside Happy Life Housing Society. They hurriedly walked in through the main entrance. Life seemed running as usual. Should I ask somebody if they saw any Tata Sumo vehicle half an hour back? Hey, there is that public booth. Rajesh snapped.
Are you crazy? Let's just take a walk around the buildings.
They walked briskly through the roads and alleys. It was late in the evening. Young boys and girls were flocking at corners, chatting with each other. Tired office goers dragged themselves back to the comfort of home after a day's relentless struggle. Hunkos of the housing society were busy bitching about politics and rising prices of groceries. Overall, an idyllic winter evening, relaxing with homely, cozy warmth. Suddenly, a siren startled everyone and a police vehicle drove in. It stopped almost next to Neil, and the driver asked a passerby, "Where is building number 8?" The man indicated the direction and asked, "Anything serious?" They replied, "A dead body of a woman was found near the building. All of you must come there to see if you can identify that." They left. Neil looked at Rajesh with his face running out of blood. They followed the police vehicle. Rajesh spoke, trying to appear as composed as possible but unable to hide his fear.
Control yourself, Neil. We must be careful.
Anxious crowd gathered at a corner behind the building number 8. The police made the connection for the flashlight. Neil and Rajesh made their way to the front of the gathering. In a moment, the light flashed. And Neil saw in front of his eyes the beautiful glowing face of Ashu with her dense black unruly hair flowing freely in the evening breeze. Eyes shut, her face flinched in pain. The right hand was broken and folded in the other direction. She was laying on the ground, dead. Neil could see the silver chain around her neck he gifted her the day before and the wooden earrings she wore when she was not in the bar. There was not much blood on the floor. There were 3 walls around that place running up to the 7th floor where the terrace was. People were murmuring with million speculations. Bites of comments floated from different directions.
She jumped from the terrace.
The door of the terrace should be locked.
It was locked, but slight nudge opens the damn door.
Someone asked Neil.
Such a beautiful lady. Why did she jump from the 7th floor? It is a suicide for sure. What do you think?
Neil stared at him with a cold gaze. Rajesh pinched him, urging to keep mum. Neil stood there transfixed, staring at her massacred body. The police kept on announcing loudly, "Please identify this woman. Everyone should take a look." Rajesh pulled Neil out of the crowd and made him sit on the bench. The announcement of the police roared across the place. Rajesh held his hand tightly and whispered,
Let's get off this place. Don't talk now, please.
Neil started to weep silently. Rajesh coldly warned him.
What the hell? We both would be screwed. Please don't create scenes here. Wipe your damn tears, Neil.
A policeman walked up to them and questioned, "Have you seen the body?" Rajesh replied quickly before giving a chance to Neil.
Yes. Do you know her?
Neil stood up slowly and spoke in a steady voice. No. They started walking out of the housing complex and finally reached the main road. Silence fell heavy among them. Finally, Rajesh asked,
I hope you are going home, right?
Neil nodded.
Should I accompany you?
Neil said calmly, "Not necessary. You proceed. I can take care of myself. Don't worry." The corporator was in a meeting with his cronies when the phone vibrated without giving off a noise. It was his personal number, which he preferred to keep in vibration mode during meetings. No number showed on the screen. The caller must be at some public telephone booth. But most of his shadowy missions are carried out by people who preferred such public booths. "Yes, who is this?" "How are you?" "Who is this? I am in a meeting." "Fuck your meeting." "That's interesting. Who are you?" "Well, that's not important." He hung up and rejoined the meeting. It vibrated again. This time, he let it ring for a while and then changed his mind and received the call. "Tell me, who are you? I'm busy now." "I am a greedy bastard like you." He moved away from the people gathered in his room and whispered, "What do you want?" "Same stuff. What do you want? Money, power, sex, right? I too want all that." But right now, I'm wanting just one thing: money. Simple. And why shall I give you? Believe me, there is a good reason. You want to buy something from me? What is that? Speak fast. I am busy. I told you to screw your meeting. You have enough time to listen to me. Tell me what it is. Did you know Anshu? Hey, who are you? Who are you? Cool down, cool down. I asked you a question. Answer that. Yes, I read the name somewhere. I think she committed suicide a week back and made headlines. Come on, you are much wiser than that. You knew her even before the newspaper knew her, right? What is that you want? Come to the point. I don't like to answer. It looks like you have no idea of who I am. Of course, I know. Who doesn't? But I shall not lie. I did not know you as much until a few days back. Look. Hey, wait. I just need some money, that's all. And I shall be gone. I'm so fond of you that I'm carrying a bunch of photographs of yours in my pocket. You will like them. Can we stop this riddle? Okay, fine. But let me tell you that I can make a complete horror movie if I arrange all the pictures of the murder of Asu. Hey, don't be scared. I just want money. And you get the pictures. What do you say? Of course, photos are easy to copy, but then I'm a gentleman. You must believe me. After all, business means faith. What do you say? Hey, hello. The line went dead. He was breathing heavily. Beads of sweat glistened on his forehead. The meeting was dismissed. It was night, and the corporator was taking a stroll along the extraordinarily long balcony of his apartment just before going to bed. The whole day was spoiled because of that prank call. He could never forget the voice, neither could he speak to anybody. The contact in the police department is away on a personal family function and kept the telephone turned off. The rest of the police force is there too, but not very reliable. He would rather keep it to himself until he knows if it was just another hoax. He paced up and down to recall if there was anybody on the site as a witness other than him and his henchman. But he could not recall anyone. How, in the first place, this mysterious caller would know? Suddenly, the serenity of the night was cracked sharply by the ring of the phone. He quickly took the call. Yes? Hi, how is life? You idiot. Shut up. I think your election campaign is not going well. You are in a foul mood. Whatever. That is part of life. What do you say? Okay, tell me, what do you think about my offer? I'm sure you'd like to go for it. I don't know which snaps are you talking about. You are innocent, eh? I would have cared a damn about this, But I'm helpless. I need money desperately. How quick can you pick up this stuff from me? I think you are messing with the wrong guy. Those who know me, they know I don't like anybody teasing me. If you have anything with you, just come and hand over. I shall spare you. A thunderous laughter broke at the other end of the line. You will spare me. But I appreciate one thing. For you, killing must be an art. It exactly looked like a suicide. Unless I would have seen you in that Tata Sumo. Hey, tell me honestly, how many did you kill so far? You are a bloody master of the game, man. A chill ran through his spine. His voice trembled. You are bluffing. You yourself should see what I saw. But one thing, next time use a better wig. And that fucking mustache made you look like a joker. Look, we can settle. Snaps taken by an SLR camera with variable shutter speed and high aperture, more evidence? Well, you can always purchase the complete judicial system. But don't you think it would be wiser to pay a single man and shut him off? He could not speak. I want to meet you. Good. Let's fix the price. Tell me. 50 lakh? The corporator snapped. You are joking? I did not ask for dollar. This amount is in rupee. After all, life of that Burr girl might be worth nothing for most people, but for you? When do you want this? Tomorrow at the same place where I took your pictures. But, but, why there? Because you'd be scared over there and would not play games with me. I don't like games, you know. What time? Night 9:30. Why not during the day? You are being stupid again. Your ugly face is in every local paper nowadays, and there are those billboards blowing out lies about your magnanimity. It will take a blink for people to recognize you. Do come in that fucking wig and funny mustache. Okay? By the way, don't forget to carry this cell phone. Alright? You should be at the backside of the building dot at 9:30. Okay? Okay. If I see your people around, I shall dispatch this bunch of pictures to one of the newspapers. Then, you know, the line went dead. He slouched onto the floor. The corporator stood disguised in wigs and moustache at the backside of the building. The place was pitch dark and his heart thumped looking at the corner where the body of Ashu was thrown. He felt as if still she was laying there staring at him. After all, he had spent an amorous night with her. She was new to this business those days, and perhaps he was the first customer to whom she attended. There was a struggle. All the unwanted memories crowded his mind like phantoms. His telephone vibrated. He almost jerked in fear and finally managed to press the button. Hey, hello? So, you are there. Good. Now go to the front of the building and walk in confidently. I shall tell you where you can find the photographs and where to keep the money. But the watchman? He would be gone for dinner by now. You just go in. He quickly sneaked into the building. The phone vibrated again. Now take the lift to the top floor. Hey, why to the top floor? I feel uncomfortable there. That's the very idea. You cannot play games and would do as I tell you. Go there. Go. Okay. He pressed the button for the top floor. The lift moved swiftly, passing one floor after another. Yes, now walk out of the lift and give a gentle blow to the door of the terrace. Please, I can't do that. You can sure do that. Or I send the pictures. Okay. It's dark out there. Just nudge the door. He pushed the door and it fell open. He stepped into the dark terrace, and the empty terrace came haunting him with the incidents of a week back. Now walk towards the railing. There on the other side, on top of the shade of the top floor window, you can see a leather bag. He hesitantly walked towards the railing and peered to the other side. He could not see clearly. Can you see? No. Okay, stand on the railing and you can see. Nervously, he stood on the railing. Can you see now? No, where is it? Okay, we are coming. We shall show you. We? Who is the other one? Oh, you want to talk to my friend? He waited breathlessly. Neil held the mini tape recorder in front of the telephone receiver, and Ashu's voice echoed into it, landing at the other end into the ear of a man standing on the railing of a terrace of the building where he killed a beautiful woman.
I always loved you. How can I leave you like that? I shall follow you wherever you go.
The corporator trembled like a thin piece of paper in the air and lost his balance. The body of the corporator was found in the middle of the night by the watchman of the building. Some strange things confused police completely. There was a wig, a false moustache that almost slipped from his smashed face. They took possession of the mobile phone for investigation purpose. Neil read the news the next morning and sobbed.